Hey beautiful people, welcome back to Road to Venus. This is our monthly book review, and at the moment I'm absolutely covered and surrounded by crystals, which I love, and I'm getting such good vibrations off them, and I was very inspired to film. As you guys know, one of my goals this year is to read a book a month that inspires and helps shifts and lifts my vibrations. This month's book I read, which couldn't say read because I did an audiobook again, which was Gabrielle Bernstein's book, The Universe Has Your Back. And oh my god, I read this in, I would say, less than a week. It was really inspiring, really amazing, and it helped to kind of lock my beliefs, help me understand the directions of my beliefs, how to keep myself inspired and to look for them signs. Now this book is all about building your trust with the universe and unlocking your trust with the universe, allowing the universe to step forward into your life, for you to take your hands off the steering wheel, let the universe guide you. It takes you through different chapters and different steps on how to gain your trust with the universe, how to unlock your universe and the universal potential, and helps gain your trust in the universe. It was absolutely amazing. I spent a lot of time working on my trust with the universe and allowing signs to come through. And the best thing about this book is it teaches you to look for them signs, and it teaches you to find the signs that work for you, but also the signs that you were drawn to, and it teaches you how to look for them without expecting them. What blew my mind the most and what I got the most out of this book was knowing that when the signs don't come, that is your sign. It is your sign to say that no, this is not in the correct life path for you right now. This is not serving you the highest good in your life. You need to let this go. And that was probably the hardest but the best lesson I learned from this book. Gabrielle Bernstein is quite the guru when it comes to meditations and allowing answers to come through with meditations. And in this book she does do a few meditations where it teaches you to get into your universal energy and to look for a specific sign that helps you through lifting your vibrations. The best thing is you do a meditation with her and it shows you your universal sign, as I like to call it, is your direct message, that one thing that is your solid answer from the universe. And you do a meditation and you allow this image or this song or these numbers or whatever it is to come through for you as your answer from the universe, to constantly remind yourself that you're on the same direction. You're on your life path and you're on your highest vibration. And for me, I got was a black feather. I loved this because I have always had a link to feathers and I'm very inspired by feathers, and I find feathers all the time and I ask for feathers all the time to help remind myself that I'm on this direct path. And lately I've been doing a lot of work with spirit animals and I'm very drawn to a crow. So I got really inspired when I noticed that one of my spirit animals, the crow, and my direct message from the universe was a black feather. It just had this synchronicity that kind of fell into place. It really drew my attention, and then Gabrielle goes through and says that you will receive this gift from the universe shortly to know that you are on your correct path and that it was an awakening for your spiritual journey. And it literally happened maybe 2 days later, and I must admit I was expecting it and I was looking everywhere for it. I was looking at images for it, I was looking on the ground for it. I noticed I was walking with my head down looking for it, and it wasn't till I took my hands off the steering wheel again and said, I don't need this image, I don't need this message. I have full faith and I give my power and my potential to the universe to bring the highest good and my highest vibrations towards me. And I accept the universe, so I do not need this gift of this black feather. And literally an hour later I received the black feather. It was my reminder that I was still having control of my environment and my situations and not fully having faith in the universe. But the book also goes into depth And I'm not going to go too much in it because I really want you guys to read this book, and you can even choose to do the audiobook of it as well, which only goes for about 5 hours, so you can literally smash it out in a day. But always make sure you're giving the book your full attention. There's a lot of information that needs to be retained as well, but you'll feel very inspired and very drawn to reading this book anyway. I'll list in the description below as well Gabrielle Bernstein's website where you can purchase this book and this audiobook. The most important thing I got from this book was understanding that your signs can come in different forms and allowing them to come in different forms. For example, my black feather doesn't have to come as a single black feather. It can come as an image of a black feather. It could be a sticker of a black feather. It could be anything as a black feather. You could be thinking about something and then I go through Instagram and see a picture of a black feather and that is my answer. So it's allowing yourself to be more open-minded with receiving your answer, but also not going looking for your answer. It teaches you to understand that if you don't receive your answer, then that is your answer of growth and movement, and you need to shift away from your mind of thinking or the project you're working on because it's not serving your higher good or your higher vibrations. The book helps you link and relate in so many different levels, and it's absolutely amazing. It teaches you to ask in a way to receive answers. So you can be direct, you can ask the universe, is this serving the highest possible outcome in my life right now and lifting my vibrations? If so, please send me a sunflower, a puppy, an angel, the numbers 444. You can be quite direct in what you want to receive. You can't ask for a yes answer and create your own yes answer. For example, you can't say, is this serving the highest possible outcome in my life right now? If so, send me a tree. Because you know once you go outside or once you look out the window, you are going to see a tree. Things like that set you up to fail because you're giving yourself fake expectations and fake results, and it's feeding your ego. So the book also has a chapter on going into depth of that as well. So I'm not going to give too much of the book away because I really want you guys to read it. And like I said, even if you're not a reader, get the audiobook. It goes through about 5 hours. It'll inspire you, it'll unlock, and it'll shift your vibrations as well. So I hope this monthly catch up has inspired you to read The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description below to get your hands on this book. Yeah, I hope it's inspired you to get in touch with the universe. So if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, hey, I'm Peter. Welcome to the Road to Venus family. If you have any books on self-development, spiritual stuff, or new age stuff that you want me to read for a monthly review, please list them in the comments below. I've already started next month's book. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm halfway through it and I'm feeling very inspired by this one as well. But the hard thing for me this month is I'm reading this time. I'm not doing an audiobook this time, and I'm finding it hard to sit down and read. So that's something I need to work on as well. But I'm determined to get this book finished before the end of the month, and I'm excited to share it with you next month as well. So like always, peace and love.